Hello, so this is on addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. A more difficult one because we gotta change the denominator. We gotta make it the same, right? That's the goal over here. So basically what you learn in primary school. Now sometimes you don't have to multiply the opposite denominator of the fraction. You can figure out an easier way out if possible. So for example here, in my mind, I can change 7 to 35 very easily. So 7 to 35 is just multiplying up and down with 5 plus, and I'm not going to change the right side because our goal is to change it to 35x for both of them. Now over here is going to be 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 7 times 5 is 35. 35x plus 1 over 35x. Now you want to combine them now, so it's going to be 35x at the bottom, and then 5 plus 1 on the top. Finally, you have 6 over 35x. Then, and always double check if you can further simplify, in that case now. Next, let's see, you can go for 9 times 6, 6 times 9. I can think of another one, let's see, can we think of another one? 9, 18, 18, we can go for 18 actually. So 4 over 9a. 9 can be changed to 18, so it's gonna be just times 2, up and down. Minus 1 over 6a. 6 can also be changed to 18 by multiplying 3, up and down. So make sure it's up and down, multiplying. You're not basically adding anything extra. This is actually equals to 1, so we're actually multiplying 1 only. So here on the left fraction, it becomes 4 times 2, which is 8. And then the bottom of the fraction, denominator, 9 times 2 is 18, 18a. Minus 1 times 3 on the top is 3, over 6 times 3 is 18. So now you have the same denominator for both fractions. You can combine them into one. 18a at the bottom, 8 minus 3 on the top, and then you end up with 5 over 18a. And check if you can further simplify. Cannot, so that's the final answer. Moving on. Here seems to be a bit more complicated. We have brackets, right, in the denominator. No worries, just try to make it the same as possible. 2 and 4 are the only difference here. I can change 2 to a 4. So basically, I'm just going to manipulate the left one. 1 over 2 times h plus 3. I'm going to multiply an extra 2 on the left one. And the right side, I'm not going to change. It's just going to be the same thing. 4 times h plus 3. Now the left side, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Bracket h plus 3 plus 5. Divided by 4 times h plus 3. So now we can combine. It's going to be 2 plus 5 on the top. The bottom is just 4 times h plus 3. And finally, you have 7 over 4 h plus 3. All right. Now for 2b, this one is a bit complicated. The difference is a minus, right? Because this one has a minus, this one has a plus. Basically, the signs gotta be switched. Now for the right one, you can actually switch the sign by factorizing a negative. So plus, bracket, 2p. You learned that when you factorize a negative, the signs will switch. It becomes negative 5 now, and then positive p. So actually, these two are the same. I just didn't put in the right order. So let's see what happens. So we have 4p, p minus 5. This minus is going to combine with that plus. It's going to be minus 2p. And then I'm going to swap the order. I'm going to put positive p on the front now, minus 5. So now they're both the same denominator. Combine them. 4p minus 2p divided by p minus 5. Finally, you have 4 minus 2 is 2p divided by p minus 5. And that's the final answer. Cannot cut this because it's not in brackets. This is not in brackets. Whew. Okay, so let's find a tricky question. There should be one tricky question. Okay, let's go for this. Yeah, this one. Looked quite difficult. I think this is going to be relevant to the identity. Now, over here, there is no way you can change negative to positive that easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the opposite end of the fraction, m minus 2n here, right? I'm going to multiply the bottom fraction for the right one. So m plus 2n, that's the one it's missing. And then m plus 2n. For the right fraction, I'm going to multiply m minus 2n. So m plus 2n times m minus 2n. M minus 2n. Okay, so on the top, going to be just m plus 2n. Anything times 1 is the same thing. And then the bottom, be careful, it's going to be m minus 2n times m plus 2n. So in brackets, like that. The top here, m minus 2n. The bottom bracket, m plus 2n times m minus 2n. So actually, these two are the same now. One is a plus, one is a minus, right? They're both the same. When you combine them, it's going to be m plus 2n. Let me change the question a little bit because this one is not tricky, actually. I just realized. If I change it to minus, then it becomes tricky. So it's going to be minus. Change it a little bit. Minus. Now, if it's minus, you got to be careful. Minus here, and then you need to have an extra bracket. The minus applies to the whole thing on the right side, m minus 2n. Because a lot of you are just going to put minus on m without considering the negative 2n over there. So this is a common mistake. I just want to emphasize this in this question. So it's actually not the same. You're going to do a rainbow method with a negative. Now, this one can be quite tricky. The bottom of the fraction is a minus b, a plus b. So I think the question is expecting you to do m squared minus 2n squared, the identity. I'm not sure if it's a must to that, probably not, but if you can, then do it. M squared minus 4n squared. On the top, it's going to be m plus 2. Negative times positive is negative m. Negative times negative is positive, positive 2n. And see if you can further simplify. M minus m is going to be 0. 2 and this one cannot be combined, so it's just going to end up as 2 plus 2n. M squared minus 4n squared. I don't think we can further simplify, right? Yeah, we cannot further simplify. Even if you factorize the top one, it's going to be 2, 1 plus n. Cannot cut. So that's it. That's the final answer. And that's all for this video. I'll see you tomorrow.